I've spent at least 5 minutes looking at a thing before.
What type of thing are we talking about?
Obviously, I'm talking about sauce.
Okay, are we talking marinara or Alfredo?
No, I'm talking about the funny numbers here.
Do marinara sauce and Alfredo have numbers?
No, I'm not talking about the kind of sauce you put on food. I'm talking about the kind of sauce that you use to... Oh no, not again!
Oh no. Well, penultimately scarred, I'm Aaron.
I'm Randy, and this, I don't know, it's tangents or something. We were in fact looking at something for 5 minutes straight. Would you like to...
Let's
Would you like to...
Why did this go over?
Incorrect.
Behold. This, it's worth it.
Now, in case Scott wants to put that on the screen, for you guys to see.
If not, then, it is a picture of one Inugami Korone.
Biting fingy.
Mm-hmm. Good content.
Perfect content.
And now we're back to the Hall of Infinity.
Best.
Which, coincidentally, where we're recording today's episode of Tangents. The Infinite Avoid.
The Infinite Void.
Yeah, the Infinite Avoid.
A
People be like, you have a stutter, Aaron. People are right, I do have a stutter.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, what I say whenever I finally clear an encounter by glory killing the final big enemy in Doom Eternal, because I put 17 hours into that in 2 sittings now, is bitch!
Nice. Have you beaten it? I forget.
No.
I believe you.
I believe I'm a little close.
Nice. Where are you at currently?
I just got the Crucible.
Oh, okay. So, Taurus Nabad.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, just got it? Like you pulled out of the Titan?
No, I'm next level. You got it right.
Okay.
The City of the Damned.
Oh, okay. Necroval. Taurus Nabad is, before that, though. But yeah, Necroval's cool. I like Necroval. Necroval is Necroval, and Necroval is pretty cool. It's pretty Necroval out of Necroval, if you know what I mean.
I'd rated a Necroval out of Necroval.
Yeah!
Yeah!
But man. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite level is in the base game. Yeah, you've already been to Mars Core in that game, so I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mars Core is definitely one of my favorites, but I actually do think, Necroval is, it's pretty peak Doom content. That and the last level. The last level, I think it does some really nice stuff, in terms of, just really making you use everything.
But wait, that's a weapon designed to kill the Icon of Sin.
The longer the Icon of Sin is on Earth, the stronger he will become.
Come?
No.
Sadly.
Welcome to the zone, my friend. The Doom Zone. Where you think it would be about the popular video game and hit phenomenon, but actually it's just, the Doom and Gloom Zone. We abbreviated it for Doom because it gets more people in the door.
Of course. Why not?
Because people are suing us for false advertising.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of Doom and Gloom, Doom guy as a Mii fighter hurts my bones. And people are just like, just be happy he's in the game. It's like, if the roles were reversed and Sora was a Mii fighter, you would be weeping.
Mm-hmm.
It is the only thing that I am certain about. I mean, one way or another, I don't really care. Sora, I feel like people have been on their hands and knees begging for him. So, I mean,
Hands and knees?
Yeah.
I hope those knees don't get bruised doing all that promoting.
Yeah. But, again, I'm fine with it because, people really wanted him. It wasn't Byleth. Because Byleth was announced and everyone's just like,
what?
Why does... Everyone can be here, but I don't think everyone should be here. Understand me, Nintendo? And they're just like, buy Fire Emblem 3 houses.
Now.
And it's just...
No.
I still remember people, hardcore defending them, and it's like, stop. They are a mid-choice. Nothing more, nothing less. We could have gotten, like, I don't know, Waddle Dee, I don't know.
Or fucking Doom Guy.
Coulda.
We didn't.
We got Me Guy.
And don't say a me fighter is Doom Guy, because we all know that Sanass is the joke.
Sanass. Yeah, you're right. It hurts my bones a little bit. Like, but something that does give me peace is the fact that other characters who were, like, me fighters actually did become proper characters later. So, if Sakurai, after taking a bit of, hopefully a longer break than usual, hopefully, like, if the man decides to do another Smash game or another one is made, I can hope a little bit. Mm-hmm. Of course, if Sakurai doesn't want to do that, and he wants to do whatever, more power to him. Apparently the man has been, like, working on Ultimate for, like he said, from the time that development started for Ultimate to when, like, the fighter, like, Sora will be coming out, you could go from, quote, elementary school to middle school. So, over 6 years total working on Ultimate, and it's just like, give the man a break.
They're like, no!
Nintendo's just like, okay, honey, time for you to make another Smash game.
Yes, honey. Oh, babe, first of the month, time for a new Smash reveal. Yes, honey.
Yeah. Man. Smash Ultimate's cool, though. Does get a little bit old after a while, but, you know.
Hey, darling. To get the Japanese right.
The darling. Man. So tell me, how?
I don't know, when?
What about where?
And who?
Can we maybe figure out if?
Or potentially what?
Question mark.
Exclamation point?
Dash, 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 underscore.
Give it up, boot up!
You just belt out 3 minutes of scat to buy time.
I'm the skirt man, beep, 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 boop.
Let's see, I feel like you told me, like, something you did this last week when we met up on Monday, but I can't remember it. What are we ah-ing?
Right, I was sick. I think we already talked about that, though.
No, like, okay, last week, SIKK. But this Monday, we met up with the boys. We just hung out, went to Chili's, asked a server if they had accommodations for poor people.
Do you have any items on the menu that are designed for poor people?
Yeah. Go ahead and tell them about that, Randy.
Dude, that woman was so close to bursting out into laughter. I could feel it. But she turned around and just started walking, and I'm like... And then as she neared to be out of earshot, I suddenly went loud enough for the entire restaurant to hear. Okay, not that loud. But I went, I promise you, I'm just stupid, honest.
Other people, did you just try to hit on a waitress? Me? Much worse. He asked her if they catered to poor people. Ugh. That is the funniest part of the night, though. Is literally just looking for accommodations for poor people.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, like...
No, really, though, I was looking for some bitches. I'll give her that.
Man, it's just... Like, for the folks at home who weren't with us, meaning everyone, went to Chili's, and those of you who have gone to Chili's know that it's not cheap. It is not, as the Japanese say, yasui. It's funny, the other day in class, someone was, like, trying to say, like, cheap and everything, that something was, like, cheap, and they instead said, like, yasai, which means vegetable. So, it is
this
vegetable.
Thing is vegetable?
Essentially, yes, and my sensei literally just looked at her and just... What? It was like it was like Norman in the what's it called Spider-Man movie. Just what?
What?
No, you can't do this to me.
Do you know how much I sacrifice?
Yeah, and today we were learning how to say, like, from A to B and everything, and it, like, how much time it would take, you know? Like, if you go from A to B, how are you getting there? A to B, how much time? And one person basically said it takes them 30 minutes to get to the bank, and since they just... Oh, no, I said it. Okay, Scott, this is really easy. You just have to cut off one syllable. Anyway, Sensei literally just told her just 30 minutes to go to the bank, and Sensei just... Doko desu ndeimasu ka? Meaning, where do you live? And it was one of those moments where I felt a simultaneous jolt of, like, the funny and also, like, pride, because like, just straight up asking her, where do you live? Where is your bank? And also just the fact that I just straight up understood the funny in another language. Man, that could be an isekai title. So understanding the funny in another language or in another world.
Processing humor in another world.
Yeah. I got tossed into another world and I do not understand the comedy system. .com.
Meanwhile, this world's magic is based on science and you're the only one who knows.
Man. It'd be funny. You're just casually pulling out a little bit of science. They call you a witch and burn you at the stake. They're just like...
Oh, I got sent to another world because I got sent to another world with too much power.
It's just like, don't worry, it's fine. It's really simple stuff. Like, shoot, if you want to see magic and you pull out, like, a coin from behind their ear and they shoot you right on the spot. Witch!
Wait, why do people in an isekai world have machine guns?
It's magic machine guns. It shoots spells.
Why can't it just shoot lead? That's literally easier. You just have
because
a
it's built on magic, not science. Think about it. How many fantasy worlds have you seen that have firearms? None. It is sword, bow, or the magic of the Eldritch. Pick wisely.
Okay, decides to start casting necromancy spells.
Man, my neighbor died too early. Ergo, I used necromancy to get him to finish up mowing my lawn. He don't need that body.
Poor people need to continue working. I must hire a necromancer to have them keep it up after I shoot them with my shotgun.
It sounds like you're a mix between Bane and, I think the guy's name's like Sean Connery, just like, the name's Bond. Bond James. Bames John. You know, kind of a mix
John
of that.
Bames.
Bames Non's having a strong collabondulance. Oh, man. But,
Ass.
yeah. I'm trying to remember what else we did Monday that might be worth talking about on the podcast.
I bought mangoes. I didn't pirate for once in my fucking life.
It was really impressive, too. I was proud of him. I was there with him every step of the way. Didn't pirate. I could faintly hear sea shanties as he approached the register, but it all turned out okay. Every step you take, it just way, hey, and up, and you stop. Takes another step. She rises, way, hey, and stops.
She rises? That's not right.
No.
Blue balls.
Oh yeah,
Let me show you what it's all about.
I got multiple mangoes as well. Also, so on the subject of the Steins Gate manga, so this is for Zero, and I found out they're releasing like an omnibus. Is it an omnibus or omnibus? Omnibus.
Boos.
Yeah, they're releasing an omnibus for the original Steins Gate, and it's just like all in one go. It's apparently a hardback, and yeah, it's coming out later this month, so I have time.
Yeah, that sounds kind of huge, though. Kind of, thick.
I don't care. I will find shelf space.
Oh boy, is she thick.
Isaac Newton, you can't say that, though. You must find a more professional way to put it.
Then write this down. The greater the mass, the stronger the force of attraction.
I love how... I just love whoever came up with that joke. It's just so well done. You just have peak comedy.
I like 'em thick. But Sir Isaac Newton, you can't say that. The scientific community would berate you for it. Then tell them this.
man. Good content. You want to know what else is good content? Yatsuba and. Local small child picks up a firearm.
Wait, hold on. Why does this sound like Girls' Last Tour?
Okay. It sort of exists on the same wavelength, but at the end of the day, it's small child just doing what small child does. Well, distinctly weird small child.
The thing is, Yuri just casually picks up a gun and is just like, yeah, I got the fucking Type 95.
I'm going to play with this now.
Starts target practice.
Just acquires proficiency with the rifle within a week. Man, that'd be funny.
Nah, just a day. She picks it up and she starts plinking it.
How in the world did you manage to get so good with this in a day? I don't know, chapter restraints? We only have so many of these here. I have to get good. There's only 2 pages left. Now 1. No! Help. Help, Randy. They've turned me into a marketable plush.
Oh, crap. I think they got me too.
Hey, this isn't so bad. Just... hey, this isn't actually that bad.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Ah, yes, Randy and Aaron become marketable plushes.
No, and then it's just like, your turn! And I'm like, wait, no, I don't need to be marketable.
I still think that's one of my favorite, like, end bits. It's just, I just love the genuine raw scream that comes from me. Just the... Except my voice doesn't crack and it just goes all the way.
Going! The ABCs of love.
The what?
ABCs of love. A is holding hands. B is kissing. And C is going all the way.
Yeah, they're now they're playing Mario Kart Double Dash at 3 in the morning. They have made it all the way.
I don't know if they've crossed the finish line yet.
And then I hit her with a blue shell, thus effectively ending my marriage. Now that I think about it, that's when divorce slipped his clutches over things.
I feel like you have found the absolute incorrect wife if she would leave you over a blue shell.
Okay, to be fair, but she was like about to cross the finish line, and the knockback tossed her back a little bit. Well, okay, more accurately, it flipped her up in the air. I was driving right by. It hit her and bounced her back.
My God.
It was really a 1-2 hit combo. And then I won. But at what cost?
I don't think you really won.
Yeah, I know. I hear that a lot nowadays.
It just makes it worse.
Nah, but it's fine.
Wait,
I'd like
why
to
am I
find
suddenly being flooded with melatonin?
I don't know. How much did you sleep last night?
Plenty. That's why I just don't understand.
You're just looking around like, where? Who's the melatonin?
Maybe the problem is that I slept in the night.
Maybe. Your body's just like... Well, no. Even then, I feel like this would be prime waking up hours.
No, like I said, I slept in the night, so now everything's flipped around.
Oh, okay, so your sleep schedule is just constantly doing the funky do.
Just always flooded with melatonin, no matter what.
You were the melatonin man.
I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I've been up for hours, haven't I?
Man. You're like midnight. To where you're able to put people to sleep. You secrete melatonin. Or no, you screech melatonin. And then just... You accidentally...
Gabonk, 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 gabonk.
You accidentally screech when you're in a taxi and the driver falls asleep. Just...
That reminds me, the weak ones. Gabonk, gabonk, gabonk.
No breathing. Oh, miss. Can I go out and do some breathing? No, you had old Blayton to do it. Oh, go on, miss, go on. I don't know why, I just like that little
And the
segment.
smart ones who get some out of their desk.
Mistake. I forget the rest of it. All I know is just, out, school, prison. Miss, there's rats in here, and they're nibbling my toenails. Oh, man.
No breathing.
Randy and Aaron practice no breathing while trying to maintain a podcast.
You have already failed. Ah! I failed. I lost. Wait, are you even there? Hello? Aaron? Aaron, are you there? Are you available for conversation? Guys, I think he's going to just...
I could have kept going, but I don't know how long I was already holding my breath. Like, I reached that point where I was just keeping going. I was just worried at one point I was just going to actually just casually suffocate here.
And you're just like... Ugh. Except you aren't breathing in your sleep, and I'm like, no, wait, hold on!
Like, right now, I'm not out of breath, ironically. Well, of course not, I held my breath, but...
You held it, you saved it for later.
You get it?
Nah, using your lips to caress one part of the bottle opening? Nah, I put that whole bitch in there. Glug, glug, glug. The funny thing is, you were on key.
What do you mean?
You went... and then I followed up with...
Oh, no. Well, I mean, no, well, technically, yes. Oh, yes! Do you... Back to what we found, what sort of mangoes we bought. Tell them what you got.
Right. So, you know, the dangers in my heart.
It sounded like you started out like a cowboy and wound up in, like, Midwestern, so, like, the dangers of my heart.
The dangers in my heart.
Yes. It's just great. They had volumes 1 and 2 there.
Uh-huh. And I bought both of them. And then I bought volume 1. Not much else. Of The Tale of Itsuki the Eater. The quintessential... Quintuplets, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought there was 5 of them.
There are.
I don't know, but then why is it called quintuplets?
Okay, come on.
Not yet. We still haven't reached the 30-minute mark. What are you doing?
I just kill you for not being able to, like, to count. Or to understand what a quintuplet is.
For being a bitch and lacquer.
Nah, you're what we put on table to keep away the ladies.
Bitch lacquer. Lacquered with bitch lacquer.
It is like that. I can't tell. It kind of looks like in some areas, like, the art was, like, touched up on a bit in The Dangers of My Heart, the English version of it, the volume Funky Doo.
The official English release.
See, I liked reading I like reading through this because it's fun.
Spotting differences between this and pirating.
Well, it's not, like, spotting differences. It's literally just, like, trying to... It's a story thing. It's seeing, like, where Yamada goes from, like, idly observing him to, like, maybe getting a bit of the Doki Dokis, you know.
And becoming a part of his life, whether he likes it or not.
And it's one of those things, like, as I read it, I realize, like, it's like, okay, it's farther and farther back of, like, her seeming to want to interact with him and everything. And then you just kind of come to realize that, you know, why she was really hanging out in the library to begin with. You know, sure, it might just be because snacks are convenient, but let's be real here.
You could have ate snacks on the roof, you dumb bitch.
Yeah? I'm trying to find out where it is. Because there's one moment in particular that I really like that they have. Or that, you know, this one has. Yeah, here. You know, just the page of just, why am I crying? Oh, it's because I like her. It's just wonderful. I like it.
And then the next chapter, he's like, well, what does that even mean anyway? Like a dumbass.
I guess at some point this got bent a little bit. The back did.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
How did I not notice it is the question. But anyway, it's good content. I like it. I'm just happy that they, like, I just suddenly realized, I was like, wait a second. I remember seeing on someone's post that they found a physical copy of it. I might just be lucky enough to find it as well.
And boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, and etc. He was.
Yep. I also got Volume 1 of Berserk, which I'm happy about. It's good content.
Berserk!
Oh yeah, did you actually start the quintessential quintuplets?
No. I plan to.
Nice. You're just going to read Volume 1 legally, and then turn right around and, alright, the high seas it is.
Well, I mean, I don't get paid until Monday, so... Well, actually Tuesday, because Columbus Day, but you know.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna go... I mean, of course, the alternative is that, you know, you get all 14 volumes, but...
Oh my god.
I think you're a man
I can't
of the
believe
sea.
that the robots up at corporate take a day off from handling my money.
But not much you can do about it. I mean, you could walk right up there and just say, hey, give me money.
Give me my motherfucking money, bitch!
Just hand it here.
Hand it over!
Please! Your hands, like, fidgeted there. I was like, what are you doing? You just...
Boom, boom, boom. Is this thing on?
They're on, but we're not. Randy and Aaron, off.
Slide, slide, slide. Did the manga sound effects be like, slide?
My favorite manga sound effect is whenever they do, like, the chew or smirk as, like, a actual, like, text bubble. It's just great. You just chew.
Beautiful.
Mouth.
Oh, yeah, it's just like, what a beautiful doing. Chew.
Oh, yeah, just audibly. Chew! What a good snack. Crunch.
You know why I eat rocks, Johnny? Because love the crunch.
Where's that from? Like,
Someone edited panels, and then I saw it on Instagram. Love the crunch.
Love the crunch. Duanglian.
Mm-hmm.
I love, like... I love whenever people purposely make bad scanlations. Like, I was talking with some other people in Discord, and...
Back on Kiss Manga, I was trying to, get my read on for part 4, and the entirety of the Duang translations were just in a single chapter, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I had to read things several times before I realized it was a joke.
Oh, no. Wait. You had to read what? Like, what was on the chapter?
I had to... Huh?
What was on
the entirety of the Duang translation for part 4.
The entire thing.
All 500 pages.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just scrolling back up like, what the fuck am I looking at?
It's like, who wrote this?
Obviously, it wasn't Araki.
Mm-hmm. Araki canonically wants nothing to do with you.
He says, fuck you.
I don't know, I just say though, I like how well, like, Duang Gang fits for the part 4 gang. You know, it's just one of those things. Maybe it's just because I heard that first and didn't know the origin, but it was funny.
Yeah. And, Morio Gang, it just doesn't slap.
Yeah.
It lacks... It's like you compare Duang Gang, which is a blood punch, to Morio Gang, and it's just like a regular melee. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, it's like, what's it called? Actually, I think they're like supposed to be known as like the Morio Warriors, but I don't like it because they're not warriors. They're just average people. That's kind of
With
the point.
stoned.
Yeah. What's it called? I don't know. It's just wacky. And then part 5 is literally just Team Bucciarati.
Team Bucci.
Team Bucci.
It
Part
does not
6 is
have
Team
puss,
Pochi.
it has Bucci.
Yeah, part 6 is Team Poche.
Part 6 is Team Losers.
No, that's part 9. I think I actually had a dream that I read part 9. Like, actually, like, picked it up and started seeing what it was all about. Can't remember if I liked it or not, though. I feel like it was kind of mid.
It's like, you know. It kind of feels like the last part. Feels like he's running out of steam. Fucking bastard.
Nah, he apparently he supposedly has like an outline of all the parts up to part 9. He said that like a while back when part 7 was still serializing and everything, and he was like, "Yep, I got a general idea." And people are pulling a lot from one of his really older interviews that he's like, "I really like Morio. It's kind of funky. Maybe I'll do this for part 8 and 9." But I don't want that for part 9 because it would hurt my bones if it was literally just like JoJolion 2. Because I would beg the question of, if we can have a JoJolion 2 that supposedly wraps up a lot of the plot points in JoJolion that went unanswered, then why not just cram those full into JoJolion? Like, if it takes place in Morio with
Because I can't.
I hope that isn't. I hope that isn't the case though, because like.
No, he picks a new JoJo. It's not a. JoJolion is not continued at all.
Well, the issue is like, I'm hoping that that's the case because there's a way for him to do it. Well, he has like technically kind of has 2 options. One option is that it is Gappy's kid in the future. Like maybe he sets this in like, I don't know. Maybe he just goes absolutely buck wild and sets this in something like maybe 2030 to where the kid's old enough. Because JoJolion takes place in 2011, so that kid would be about 20. Maybe 19, I don't know. Anyway, he'd be a JoJo on the younger side, but that's beside the point. So Johnny from part 7, there's like a part of his like descendants that just isn't accounted for. We got to look at a family tree in part 8. And yeah, there's just some of it that isn't accounted for, so he could definitely... Like, the last chapter itself shows, like, part of that, like, that it still does, like... There's still more to pull from. So, definitely it could just wind up be Araki's just like, yeah, it's just one of his descendants on the other side of the family. Get on with it. Or, he literally just reuses all the same characters and makes me wonder why I'm being forsaken in this world one by one. Why must he take everything I love?
Why must he cause my wife to divorce me?
Nah, she does not divorce me, she just leaves me, which is weird. Divorce is the issue here.
You can't even pursue that motherfucker because she never signed her goddamn papers.
I don't know why, but whenever you talk about divorce, it's just... You sound like you have such experience with it. Like you are an actual not embittered, you are a jaded soul now, all because you were divorced.
I told you, man. Fuck you, Karen. You took the fucking kids, huh?
Apparently so.
And she didn't intend to give them back.
Like a library book that was 4 years overdue. You don't intend to give it back.
Years? Nah, she took that shit for millennia.
She possesses it for eons.
Crap, I'm trying to come up with the bigger time metric. How do you say trillions of years, except sound like smart? Is the universe even trillions of years
Hold on a
old?
second, let me see something. Groups of years. Let me see if that gives me something. Okay. Group of 10 years, Desaad. 20 years, 2 Desaad's. 70 years, 7 Desaad's. 100 years, Centuri. 400 years, 4 Centuries. 1,000 years, Millennium. Millennium, forgive me. 6 millennia. Beyond that, it reverts to the simply expressed number of years. So it'd be a trillion years. So yeah, there's literally nothing past millennium.
Then what the hell is an aeon?
No. There's eons as well. No. There's eons as well. Hold on a second. There is, right? How long is an eon? Oh, okay.
1 billion years. Wait, geologic timescale? Maybe?
I don't know. Hold on a second.
2.5.
Okay. A very long span of geologic time, informal usage, the second longest portions of geological time. Eons are the longest.
Oh, era and then eons.
So eon is at the very top. But yeah, there's nothing past eons. So yeah, an eon is 1 billion years. And that is literally the upper limit because trillions don't even exist yet. Which is weird to think of. Can you, like, just thinking of the concept of it.
That's geology, though. What about the universe? Hasn't it been around for
Eon
a
is
trillion or so?
Eon is like billions of years. At some point, I think they just stop like counting past like they lose terms for it because I don't know. I don't think there is anything that's like a trillion or so.
Well, what can I say? Scientists are bitches, and they also lack them.
I was just about to say. Man.
And no, they did not have to put it on their wooden tables.
Mm-hmm. They naturally exude it.
They are comprised of bitch lacquer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this past week I started trying to get into Toho. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Yeah, I just think it's funny because I heard like, you know, seeing all the Toho stuff and everything like that, like through memes and hearsay, and you know, of course, Bad Apple running on anything. Or being played on anything. And finally I tried out and it's just a bullet hell. I find that hilarious.
No, yeah, I knew it was a bullet hell.
Yeah, I didn't, but I'm enjoying it. I've apparently, like, there's this one person or other person in this Discord who's conveniently, I think they're like the admin of the server, and I'm just casually talking to them about Toho and everything, and they're just like, get into it. Like, but anyway, I was advised, like, if you use continue, it gives you the bad ending of the game. So I'm having to go through all 6 levels without Dimma dying. And I'm just like, please. Like, I've gotten to, I think...
No, imagine playing something like Toho in the arcade. You just fucking ching, 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 and then you have to restart anyway, and that's more of your money gone.
I'm in severe debt. But,
unimaginable kinds of owing to banks.
It's a good old-fashioned prequel to gotchas. Arcades were American gotchas to a degree. Except, you know,
No. You know what was the real American gotcha? Claw machines.
Oh, yeah. Those are, well, I mean, that's more like of a literal sense, though, because both of them are kind of the same thing of going for a prize, random chance of whether or not you're actually going to get A, what you want, or B, get anything at all.
Well, so you see, the thing is, your claw could pick up the wrong thing if it's in a group. And also, usually it drops it. Fucking bastard.
Yeah. But I mean, with gacha games, though, you will no matter what get something. But with a claw machine, you're more often than not going to get nothing. You're going to get a depressing experience.
But do you regard a 3-star weapon as something?
No, those go in those are what I use for whenever I need, like, fodder for something. Like, oh, I need to upgrade this and I need a couple swords. We go.
Ching, 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 ching.
We go.
Shing, shing.
Mm-hmm.
So, recently I've been watching some Vita Neon For Honor clips. And whenever he gets a good punish going, he has a sound effect that goes something like shing shing.
Well then. Are you winning, son?
I don't know. I don't have enough games for my PC on my PC.
How many do you have?
A lot, but not enough.
What would you define as enough?
All of them.
Every last Steam game you want to have in your possession.
I'm just like, buy Steam.
Steam?
I buy Steam from Valve, and they're like, oh fuck, I guess this fucker called Randy of Tangents has Steam now. That's kind of unfortunate. Rolling in dough.
Take a look at this.
Yes.
Yes! It's your cousin Barry, Marvin Barry. You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this. Except in our case, it's just please look at this.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Man, I just like sitting down and just listening to other people talk and everything like that. And they tell me, they hit me with some of that, some of that funky do stuff they do. And I just kind of put that in my back pocket as like preparation for, when I tell them that I like VTubers. They go to shame me and I just parry with the, you have X.
Oh, shut up, bitch lacquer. I could put you on wood to keep them away.
I diagnose you with...
I diagnose you with lack of bitches.
Mm-hmm. The worst illness. Even worse than...
COVID.
Oh my... Look at this.
Yes.
Yes. This... It's getting saved on my phone. If only I could bookmark
Downloading image.
Simply sublime.
Overtly outstanding.
I'm just happy, man.
Unfriggin' believable.
Man. If you wish to see more, behold.
Of course I do. Yes.
Man.
Yes. Yes. Yes!
Good content all around. Apparently this person just makes a lot of Inugami Korone art.
Well, I mean...
I'm going to be looking later.
Well, when your tuber is V and it happens to be your favorite and you're not, absolutely terrible at drawing things like I am. And...
Nah, I mean, if you kept with it, you'd be great at it. I know you would.
No. I do not have the same talent for 2D that I have for 3D.
I see.
I'll put your goddamn sculpture together like nobody's gosh dang business.
You could run circles around me, keep me in the 2D realm, and I am happy. Take me out of that, and I am scared. Please, someone come pick me up.
No. And that's why I can build things in Minecraft.
It's also, I think, why you have such proficiency with bikes. You're a man of the 3D. Which is why it confuses me that you like the 2D VTubers.
Well, they can be 3D. We've seen that before.
Oh, yeah.
Including Calliope Mori stabbing herself in the penis. Yes, they all have penises. You didn't know?
No, I'm just I just know that right now, in the future, Scott is quickly typing this into Dima quotes.
Obviously.
Just, all of them.
Every last one of them, V and maybe tubers.
Yeah, I just...
That's for YouTuber!
You know what my favorite type of clip is whenever, like, we see a new VTuber, debut?
What? What's your
favorite? It's just
type?
the ex-VTuber's real voice. And, of course, I just know it's a voice changer or something funky.
No, it's just their low voice. It's kind of, bait for people who are like, oh, no, that's a man.
Yeah. But at the same time, for me, I just find it funny. I'm just like, let's see what it'll be. Alright then, what'll it be? And then, it's none of those things, and it actually is someone who changes their voice, and I'm just like...
Why did this remind me of Artemis and the Blue going... she's not even real, but you know what is real?
What?
Final Fantasy 14, and then it was like something. I don't know. It was that expansion they made to the online where it's like the real Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I remember it. I don't know. Let me look it up. If you don't do everything aggressively and startle all the people around you, are you doing it right?
No, not at all.
The real Final Fantasy... Is that a real thing? What is it? Is Final Fantasy 14 a real Final Fantasy? that launched in 2010 received widespread criticism for poor quality, threatening to become a black spot in the history of the beloved Final Fantasy game franchise. They pulled it out, though, didn't they? Like, they really came to...
but they called it A Realm Reborn, and it was just kind of like the real Final Fantasy 14.
I don't know. How much is it on Steam? Let's look.
$5.
Watch me play Final Fantasy 14 on Tangents.
Even though it's more TBC.
Well, okay.
It's $20. Oh, I mean Shadowbringers, because that's the real one.
Okay. Wait. Like, is it just standalone Shadowbringers?
No, it's not standalone. It's a DLC, and it's $40. Because it's still worth that much to a lot of people.
Man. I don't know. Let's compare, like, the score. Wow, it really has come up because, very positive.
Square Enix.
I don't know. Is it turn-based combat, though?
Yes.
But it's online. That feels contradictory.
Right, no. I'll put it for you this way. You know what else is turn-based combat and online?
What?
Wizards 101.
Okay. But people liked Wizard 101.
Yeah, because they like turn-based combat and the fact that you were a wizard and the fact that you could have your own fucking house.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I kind of hope Okay, so I was thinking about this a while back in one presentation or another. I think it was Sony's, but there are 3 words that kind of kill my interest for a game nowadays. Open world action RPG. All those 3 in any context and especially together, I'm like, it's like that meme of the guy taking off the headphones. Because everything nowadays is an open world action RPG. Everything is. Like, my word, even Halo...
Halo Infinite.
I know! Okay, well, they're technically saying that it supposedly isn't, but I call bowl on that one.
Maybe even shit?
I'm going to find that out once I play it, and then I'm going to make a 30-minute YouTube video on what I don't like about it, post it, and all 3 of my viewers are going to go, okay.
Just all of a sudden you have 0 viewers because they really didn't fucking care.
Literally, not a single soul on the face of the earth asked.
Or gave a shit.
I'm not going to lie, I would actually like an Inugami Korone statue. That would be pretty nice.
No,
I'm not a man of the anime statue.
When?
Huh?
When did I ask?
Oh. You're just hitting me with this.
Just critical damage.
Man.
Ever since I yelled, "Let's go" out in public for 6 seconds straight, it's just been hurting.
What, your throat?
A little bit every time I go critical damage, or use that same kind of gravelly projection.
Oh, I'm sorry, comrade.
Bing, bing, bing.
There's a lot of Inugami Korone art. I probably should have expected that. Go on. I don't know.
She's over 1 million subs. What do you expect? And she has such a fiercely loyal viewership.
Loyal like a dog, huh?
Next time you make that joke.
Need only whistle and they will come.
What kind of coming are we talking about here?
Obviously coming to her. What else?
That could still be taken wrong, you stupid.
I'd rather take it left. I know that was a bad joke, okay? Just...
You mean left field?
Yes, sir.
Wait, why the hell did that sound almost like I had speakers around me when I did that?
Surround sound.
Randy's new surround sound audio.
Randy's nuts.
Got
him. Properly got him.
Alright, that's it. I'm just gonna start using my name which shall not be named.
You just start saying your proper name to flex. Well, okay, I don't think it would be for the sake of flexing. I think it would be to get Scott to kill you.
No, I already want to die because you say that you ran these nuts over with a truck.
Yeah, this guy that I talked to at college, he literally made the joke today of just, I call my dog Hades. Hades nuts. Like, I think the dog's actual name is Hades, and just straight up just hits us with that, and just we all just kind of pause and just... Okay, yeah, you're right. And then he explained and then he proceeded to tell us that it's kind of a bad habit that he just can't break. That if if an opportunity for that joke exists, he will make it.
I am so using that.
Yeah, just I call my dog Hades.
Hades nuts.
I got him.
I got him.
Man. So apparently, HoloLive EN are getting new costumes soon for like the 1 year anniversary deal.
Right. It's going to be like their winter outfits now, or whatever.
I don't know. All I heard was the new outfits, and I was thinking, wow, it was really soon that they like got new outfits. But maybe that's just because I'm not ready to part with Ina's new outfit. I really like it. Okay, technically it's not new anymore because it's been a few months, but I like it. It's just so simple yet effective.
It's already not summer already, though.
Yeah. Well, okay. For most people, it's not summer. We live in Tejas, which is the...
Still not summer because it's cold at night now. It is no longer 90 degrees at midnight.
It gets cold even in the desert, Randy. Cold at night even in the desert. So I mean...
However, it's not supposed to do that here because we have water in the air.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I don't know. But it is trending colder. I'd say it's way closer to like a genuine fall where it's not like... I'm not necessarily justified in wearing long, my big old jacket and long pants. However, I'm getting there.
Already.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm the type of guy, I wear it every day of the year anyway, so why would I change that up? Though part of me did definitely think on like the first day that it is like below freezing, wearing all shorts just to kind of confuse people and make them go like, why?
Gosh, damn!
You wear long clothes in summer and shorts in winter. What are you? I'm funny. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You might want to ask Candace.
Who's Ligma?
Balls.
It just breaks me into a million pieces like I'm a pane of glass. Man. What are you shaking your arms for?
I don't know. I think I'm itchy, though, because sometimes back in high school, I would put deodorant underneath my titties.
What?
And I did that today. I'm just kidding. It's not starting to hurt, but I'm not kidding about deodorizing the underneaths of my tig bitties.
Tig bitties. Well, sometimes that's just how it be.
The booba sometime need the de-stank.
Yeah, sometimes I'll take deodorant with me up to college just in case I get hungry.
No. If you really want, okay, so I saw this really neat new product. So someone ended up pulling an oil pan, and the oil was solid. You should take some of that with you.
I just have, like, pure grease in my pockets.
No. It's a block of solidified oil gel.
Oh, that is disgusting. Oh, that is disgusting.
That's when you have the million-mile engine and you never change the fucking oil once.
You just scrape it together and, like, make a mini sculpture out of it.
You carve an inugami corone out of it and start painting it and it just falls apart and it's jelly.
Ew.
No!
No, I'm not doing that. I would immediately distance myself from anyone who did do that. And luckily, the state of the world gives me the perfect excuse to distance myself. I tell them I'm blind.
Well, I don't know if it's the world so much as the governments. I don't know what they're doing anymore.
I don't think they know what they're doing anymore.
No, but here, let me give you this one. In Norway, they just stopped all that shit. They said, okay, back to work with y'all.
It's like,
and
okay.
their cases dropped dramatically right after they did that.
Did it?
Yes.
Huh. I mean, they're probably also vaccinating people and everything.
No,
so.
no vaccines. No mandates at all. They just, all right, Corona who? You mean the beer? Oh, just kidding. We don't drink beer up here. Pour some rum.
Plot twist: Norway just found a way to revert themselves back to early 2020 before any of that happened. They just ceased to exist.
The Prime Minister of Norway was just like, Kida Queen, bites and dusto.
Except he did that for an entire country. Also, I forget if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but I love how stupid, like, when you break it down, bites the dust is you set off a bomb so powerful that it throws you back in time. And that's just funny to me, is like it's presented in such a way that you're just like, oh, okay, I get it, you know, it sends you back in time. And then you think about it and you're like,
wait, what?
It what?
No, and I like how you just go back to the new time. Kishibe Rohan no longer exists.
Yeah, I mean, technically,
No, he did until he just exploded spontaneously.
I just like that there was one timeline that, because of the way that Hayato acted in that original timeline, it set everyone's fates, you know, in stone. So literally, no matter where he goes, Rohan could be chilling at a cafe by the sea and literally just... Like, if somehow he managed to do that before the time. And it's just funny to me. Because, you know, he's just casually having a good time. It's like, have you seen that clip of the guy walking on the beach before he just finally explodes? Okay, looks like I have to show you. It's literally just guy walking down the beach. There we go.
What the hell?
No, just wait for it.
Credits fucking roll.
I love,
I love how it's the kind of explosion you get in the fucking Power Rangers.
No, but if you look, I think they just freeze framed over his, like, they just put like a stock explosion.
Oh yeah.
And he's still standing there. I finally found this video. Nice. Don't you hate it when you're walking on the beach and you suddenly blow up?
I don't know what happened, but those credits sound delicious.
Exploding Japanese men. Lucky Pops, Peter Pole.
Hell yeah.
Which one is it?
I don't know.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's it. Man. I just googled man walking on beach then blow up.
Do you know how hard it is for look for this exact two symbols in a Japanese letters board and in a Google search or something like exploding dude in a beach meme? Yeah, real life problems took me ages just to find.
I feel proud to actually accomplish finding this golden meme. Man, I love
hard.
that. I love how he actually stepped over the explosion. You can see his right leg inside the fireball during the credits. Man. Accurate representation of life. We walk down the road of life to randomly explode into pink Japanese credits.
This is so random. I honestly thought this is a real thing for Japan.
Honestly, I believe it. Japan's built different. And I wish I was too.
Japan truly is built and maybe different. I don't know if it's like a transmission. Maybe like an exhaust.
Maybe. I don't know, though. I'd like to walk down the beach and then blow up. Oh, yeah. Yesterday in my good old-fashioned art class, yeah, so we did two things. One, the man took us up to the gallery that's at my college and everything, and
right.
You know, got to see it. He's into more experimental art and everything, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm just like, it's half BDSM and half seriously, please, I'm not going to sleep anymore. Don't do this to me. Like,
And B?
No, A is BDSM and B is Nightmare Fuel.
I see. Okay.
I should have made that more clear.
Okay.
I made it more clear now.
All of the above.
Yeah, and some of the stuff was really nice, you know? You'd have this, like, really interesting composition and everything. You know, in terms of, like, paint and stuff, and then you'd look left and there's, like,
Just literal porn.
And beside that, we just have unidentified animal hair in a pane of glass. I'm not kidding. That was actually one of them. A bit of the hair was peeking out of the top. I was terrified. And it's like, whom?
Who? Turns out it's just regular ass human hair.
There was a chance of it. But yeah, you just go from like scene of the meadow with maybe new colors to on the rails again. To
the railings?
Unidentified bits. But yeah, getting on the rails, if you know what I mean.
Turns out they mowed taint grass and said, ooh, art.
I'd like to... Okay, imagine like a shaver, but it's a little mini lawnmower.
That'd be so fucking cool. You just turn it on and it goes...
You actually mow someone's taint.
Why are you mowing someone else's taint? What are you doing? That sounds kind of sus, dog.
Sus in what way?
Like you're an imposter. Like you're suspect.
We're not ending an episode on Among Us. Please don't.
Among Us?
No, I'm not doing that. You will try to strike me down and it will fail every time. Also, on a different note, a lot of our episodes nowadays are just an hour. Like, we hardly ever get up to the hour 30-minute bar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just find that it's just kind of funny that that's just a byproduct of the time. Two old men can't keep going for an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, that was phrased a bit. That was phrased a bit sus. Two old men can't keep it going for an hour and 30 minutes.
What are you saying?
I'm just talking about the fact that we can't talk for an hour and 30 minutes anymore. I mean, we could if we forced it, but at the same time, like...
Is that fun?
No, it's not.
Or we devolve into the point where we talk about two old men can't keep it up for an hour and 30 minutes. They don't need to call a doctor.
I mean, we could talk about Windows 11 and how Microsoft themselves is like literally encouraging you to hack the registry if you have a problem with the requirements. They're literally just like, okay, fine, you want to upgrade without the requirements? Here, mess with your registry. Destroy your product code. See if I care. I just find that funny. I mean, from what I understand, though, it has good... Windows 11 has pretty good smaller features, but everything that was promised isn't there yet. Or, okay, taskbar and everything, fresh. And, there's other elements and everything, smoothness and quality of life stuff that's, like, fresh and new. And, banter. But as for everything else...
But can it run Crisis?
Apparently so. However, apparently, it kind of, like, bottlenecks some gaming, and I'm just like, ew. Ew! Disgusting! Yeah. But I'm actually getting to try out the like Office 365 that they put out. I don't really care about it.
Is it the kind of thing that makes you want to switch to Linux?
Well, okay. I'm only having to use Office 365 because my university was like, "Hey guys, you know how you have your Gmail account and we allowed you to have freedom to like decide to have your own personal Gmail account other than the stupid one we gave you? Well, we decided we're not doing that anymore. You will use Office 365 or you will get no emails. Do I make myself clear?" And I'm just like, eat taint. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this past Monday I woke up, I got a message and it's very ominous, just... Well, for the past month, they've been bombarding me with emails of, your email's dying. Your email's dying. You got to switch to 365. You got to do it. You better get ready. It's a big event. You're not going to have your wife anymore, okay? And I'm just like, what did you do to my wife?
What about my kids?
Kids don't exist. They're in 365. You want kids? Office 365. It will make you have children. Man, that would be a funny tagline. Office 365. It gives you children. Whose are these?
Your own. You came. And the children went.
No. Stop. I arrived, sir.
Bill Gates is just teleporting into the bathroom collecting the nuts.
Oh, no. No. I hacked the Windows registry and Bill Gates manifests in my room and extracts my organs through my skin. Just punches me in the gut and rips out my liver as payment.
Ah!
You can overcome the software requirements, but you cannot surpass the toll. You'll never get the God rune this way.
Wait a sec, what the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
You just casually make an Event Horizon references?
Yeah, that's my favorite part of writing stuff that no one's seeing yet, is that I can make a bunch of references to it that in the moment are stupid, but in hindsight become like fine wine. Because when you think about it, the process of making wine initially is kind of wacky. Step on these grapes and put it in a bottle. Much like my quotes here. Over time, though, it becomes something that is appreciable. Mm-hmm. So guess who dies in the third act?
Your mother. Wait a second.
Man. I wish I could remove the lacquer from me. I wish I could change stats or, No, it is a status defect that causes me to be a lacquer.
No, it's just sauce you're supposed to put on wood. I don't know why it's in your bones, though.
What, we talking marinara? We talking blueberry sauce? I don't know.
No, we're talking lacquer, that you use for wood, except it makes you lack bitches instead of have a neat shine.
I like the idea, though, that it's just regular wood lacquer, and it literally just also has the effect of keeping women away from you.
No, it's in your bones, so they're extra shiny. They shine with the radiance of lacking some bitches.
It is my chastity armor. The perpetual lacquer to keep me safe from those who seek to take that which can never be returned.
Oh my god.
Man. Imagine if life really all was just a giant hentai plot. Like, you just found yourself in situations where you had to abide by the rules of the hentai. How would you take that, Randy?
Well, and then she's like, I've never had a guy who reacts like this.
I just touched your leg. Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend?
And you came right as soon as she touched your leg.
It was me, Barry.
I jerked you off at supersonic speed, so it looked like you came at just a woman's touch.
Yeah, man. The comment section of that video are the best because people are just like, yeah, this is canonically something he would do. This fits.
This is perfect.
But still, though, it's just... I don't know. Apparently, have you seen that, World's End harem?
Maybe.
Okay, it's a show that apparently it is a straight... It is peak, I can't believe it's not hentai plot. Let me pull it up for you. So, what we're going to do is... if I can find the synopsis. There we go. We're just going to,
2040 in cryostasis?
So, hold on a second. Let's see. We're just gonna read this one. Just the highlight. Just read it in your best voice for me.
Much to his surprise, Reito also learns that he is one of the 5 men in Japan who somehow developed immunity to the MK virus and, as a result, is required to participate in a breeding program by impregnating as many women as possible, so that their children can replenish the world's population.
It's just...
So bad.
It's just... The thing that kills me is Shonen Jump. You are showing this to children. Well, okay, wait. Jump Plus is for yabai stuff, so it's kind of fine. Wait, let me see what it's actually targeted towards. Despite its title... Oh, okay, so yeah, it is more of the type content.
You mean the sauce?
Oh, due to explicit content? Ha ha. Man.
Oh, we can't get any links.
Well, I mean... though as far as I can tell, it's essentially meant to be just, I can't believe it's not hentai. Like, that plot right there is straight out of one. Like, you
literally
can't tell me,
sauce.
oh yeah, you just conveniently have to do as many women as possible. And they're just like, yeah, we can sell this to children. I mean, okay, it's...
No. You know what it is? It's a ploy to increase the birth rate. That's all it is.
However, that does give me hope that maybe America will potentially take off of them and start... Well, let me explain. We'll take after them and start going after the more risky shows, so that way maybe one of my comics can actually get anime adapted. Except it would be American, like Invincible, but, you know. Can you imagine, though? Event Horizon on the big screen? Why do you look displeased?
No, I'm not displeased and confused. You said risky. Does that mean monetarily or...
I'm referring to purely monetarily when I'm talking about America. Because, you know, Americans will put anything on TV so long as it's determined to make them big bucks.
Cam shmum.
Essentially, if they can return a fat check, they're going to. It's why we have so... It's why sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory made it to 12 seasons. It returns them big money, and they have no reason to stop. Like, a lot of the time, if you look at shows, they're usually just, like, people will stop shows or cancel it just because they got bored of it. It will never be because of, like, most of, like, the really well-known stuff. It's never because of lack of funding. It's just because they're just tired of writing for it. Like, smaller shows, it's like, sorry... One person didn't watch it as we needed, and we just did not meet the bare minimum. Sorry about that. And then everyone's just like, keep it going. And then the networks put it like an impossibly high barrier to meet. Because they're just like, it's not making us as much money as we want.
Need
Good
more
content.
cabs.
Essentially. It just hurts my bones, but I'm just like, maybe I can. Maybe one day. Because that would be cool, okay? It would be cool to see my comics, like... If I, like, really decided to pursue writing comics, it would be cool to see them, like, on, like, fully animated one day.
Or maybe you're the animator.
Maybe. I'm the animator.
You are the one who's piloting the ship that brings us American anime.
You can call me Mator. Mator. What are you doing?
Shuffling my phones around.
Why are you shuffling your phones around?
Because they were uncomfy. I could feel them complaining to me.
They just vibrate in Morse code. Please help. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, so Twitch got hacked today, and now the entire world is going to know that the password to my Twitch account is Sigma Male Grindset 13. The entire world.
I don't know if the income is so passive, though.
Well, that was actually the idea behind it, is like, one day I will achieve passive income. Big think here. But not Twitch requires, like, you to kind of get going. I don't know if they, like, actually give you money on, like, VODs. Like, do they?
If you have, people... So there are two kinds of, I would like to see more of this. You can follow someone. Mm-hmm. You get the notifications. And it's just like, oh, hey, they're streaming. Nice. Click. Or you could subscribe, which is kind of like the join button on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or you get the emotes and the extra content and the
ability to say slurs in the chat.
No, I think it's satisfaction. And also ignoring slow mode, which is kind of important.
It's not important enough for me.
And there's also, like, you can set it to where only your members can chat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, members only. I don't know, though. It'd be fun to pursue it, though. Just record me drawing, make a comic.
Maybe you should pursue some bitches first.
If I had any to pursue, I would. I just like that look. You just... Mm-hmm. I mean, if I do not have any interest in anyone, then it makes no sense to pursue. I'm certainly not the one getting pursued. Except by a tall man in a dark coat. I keep breaking my legs because I look at him. Just, what does that do?
The femur deleter.
Like, you just look and you have top femur, bottom femur, no middle femur.
Ah, shit, he stole my bones again.
At this point, you're not even like hurting. You're just crying because it's just like, it happened again.
No, you're not even crying. You're just like, well, that's some pretty squishy flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Squish, squish.
So I think I've been leading most of the conversation tonight. Why don't you start one, Randy?
That's because I don't really have anything profound to say.
Have something profound to say. Scott, could we get some Jeopardy music while Randy thinks? Thank you.
It's so bad.
Just dun 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 dun.
So you know what really is profound, though?
What?
I haven't really been paying attention to VTubers.
I haven't either.
I've just been kind of chillaxing. Maybe playing games. Maybe reading.
Yeah. For me, I'm more a man of the clips. Sometimes I'll, if it's something that I really want to see, then I just like, or I'm like doing something else to where I can put it on in the background. But currently college has just kind of been taking my bones, and it's just like, I haven't quite had too much time to spare.
Right. I haven't even been paying attention. You know why? Because Amelia Watt hasn't been playing Cooming Eternally.
Yeah? But, Maury, or Callie has. Yeah, I think she started up, like...
I feel like watching her play would make me very angry, though, because it seems like she's more musician than gamer.
Yeah. I mean, she's playing with a controller, so,
Oh, I tried that, and I kept accidentally striking.
Okay, so, yeah, I, beat the entire game on controller. It, like, once I got acclimated to mouse and keyboard, I was a changed man. I went from a beta male to a sigma male just by that one move. Or to an alpha male at the very least. Because, like, it just improved my gaming. I mapped every single key that I could, and I slipped into it.
You became the Coom Slayer.
Exactly.
In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood.
I just can't do that voice.
Oh my god.
No matter how much...
Forgetting it.
The other day, or when we were out and about, yeah, I did, like, my deeper voice, and it just shredded the back of my throat. It got to where it was like I had, like, allergy throat and everything. Like, just straight up burn, and I'm just like... So what do you think you'll do this next week? Other than Job, of course.
I don't know. I was about to say something that made you kill me.
No, just say it.
Your mom!
I'm not going to kill you for that. I'm just going to look at you with deep disappointment and hope you can be better.
I can't. I'm
This
sorry.
isn't you, Randy. You're better than this.
No, I'm not. This is all I amount to.
I forget. Oh yeah, it's funny. Towards the start of the podcast, I was thinking, man, it feels weird sitting here recording tangents because it feels like it's been a while since we recorded. And I was like, no, it's fine. We saw each other Monday. It hasn't been that long. And I remembered last week we didn't record at all because, you were...
Sick.
Randy was at home.
Battling? I don't know. They just called it bronchitis.
Bronchitis?
Yeah, minor bronchitis.
And you're just all better now?
Yep. It's
Nice.
real quick. I don't know about being different, but I am built.
You are, in fact, constructed.
Maybe even designed. Fabricated even.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of things to talk about, but nothing's coming to mind.
And I'm trying to think of ways to end the podcast, but I can't.
I parry every last one.
It'd be great if we could end it with the lacquer of
No.
bitches.
Nah. Last time I tried, tried to purposely put on the lacquer, it just attracted a wild bear.
Wait, is that a wild bear right there?
No, that's a cardboard cutout I made out of its skin.
Hold on. Let's stand our ground and see what it... Oh, shit, that's not a bear.
Alright then, another episode of the podcast done. And no deaths.
Absolutely none.
We fooled him. We got him.
He doesn't even know. Wait. Why do I hear the sound of a hammer?
And Randy, I think I hear pipes. They're playing.
No. Oh no, the angry Irishman.
Quick,
Scott's coming.
Quick, we if we end the episode, he can't get to us. Randy, where's the end button? Where's the end button?